who has rushed for approximately 2,000 yards in his 2 years with the Sooners. With the release of the Joe Mixon police interrogation tape from 2014, we turn now to his criminal attorney, Kevin Finley, who is recorded in there. Mr. Finley, thank you for being with us. What has the release of this 1 hour interrogation done to the narrative that you've been putting out there and that Joe has put out there?
Well, first of all, I don't know that there's a narrative that's been put out there. You know, the criminal case and my involvement with the criminal case ended some 18 months ago. You know, the interview coming out, I certainly think just fuels a fire that I don't know if it's necessary to be burning anymore. I mean, this is something that a kid who was 18 years old by just a few hours got involved in an incident 2.5 years ago. I think all the video does is, like I said, allow critics to stir up new issues and kind of jump on the bandwagon of being overly critical of a choice that, unless you were in that situation, who knows what choice you would make.
I'd like to play a piece of tape from the interrogation, and the voice is yours. You heard me allude to it earlier in the program. Here it is.
They will all tell you that, and they put it in their affidavits, that it was almost surreal how, like they said, she was looking for a fight. And I'm not kidding you, these guys are huge. Mm-hmm. Christian literally hit his head on the ceiling fan in my office when he came in there. I mean, it was, according to them, that they were just like, it was nothing we'd ever seen. And I didn't know how to describe it the way they described it. As we kind of just said, you know, in college we all understood the drunk chick in college, and they said it was that up here. Okay.
And I know you can't see it, but certainly you were there at the time. You were gesturing high with your hand. So the drunk chick in college, the point you're trying to make is what there?
Well, and I will tell you, until you played that, I don't recall saying that. I didn't use the term chick to be offensive to anybody. I understand that it can be perceived as that, and I would apologize for that. You can insert the drunk person in college. You know, we're all aware that alcohol plays a big role on college campuses. The college-age kids, 18 to 22, are just kind of starting to get out on their own, and there's a lot of drinking in college. And my point was that I think we all understand, and we've all had a point where you had to deal with someone who was heavily intoxicated in college, on a college campus, on a bar or a restaurant outside of college, and it can be a very difficult situation.
At one point you made the argument that someone who is punched should be allowed to retaliate with a punch, even when it is a woman who has struck the first blow and the man who is a large athlete responds?
Well, and let me be clear, Bob, that is what the law is. The law in Oklahoma allows someone to defend themselves. And I believe the detective was asking about different degrees of force. The law doesn't say that Mr. Mixon or anybody else cannot defend himself or can't defend himself unless he uses the exact degree of a punch. The law allows you to defend yourself from a punch with a punch. And I was speaking totally in legal terms. I'm not making a moral judgment.
Kevin Finley, appreciate your time today, sir. Thank you very kindly for being with us. Converse with OTL on social media. We stream live each day. We've got original content online. Go to the app and register for our OTL podcast.